Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you for taking the time to join me. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a tarot reading, and I've decided I'm going to name this segment Ancestral Voices. I don't know how frequently the readings are going to come through, but the last couple of weeks I've been getting a download, a message to provide the collective, specifically those that are tuning in through this YouTube channel, the ancestors, your ancestors, my ancestors, want to provide a message, and that's for our forward movement, for our guidance, for our motivation to continue to move forward and support. So, well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like I say, I don't know how frequently these messages are going to come through, but I'm going to feel inspired to do them. But whenever I do, I'll title them Ancestral Voices so that you guys can differentiate what the message is going to be about or where it's coming from. So, I'm going to get a few more cards on the table, turn them over, and let's see what we're dealing with here. There we go. Okay. Right, so, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful start. The Father of Wands, the World, yeah. I see why this message wanted to come through. We have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. The Hanged Man. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Okie. Right. So, I don't know if I've said this already or not. I can't even remember. I've only been sat here for a minute. But if I was being guided or pushed towards providing a reading for the collective and channeling the messages that our ancestors want to get through to us, whether that is because we're not listening, whether that is because we're unable to connect to our ancestors, I am the channel in which, this message is coming through. But this message is coming from your ancestors. And it feels as though to me there's a new beginning. We start with the Ace of Pentacles, which is absolutely beautiful. It's like a solid beginning that you're being encouraged to move towards. And I love it because to me, whenever I see a tree in the tarot, that is the ancestral energy for me. Your roots, your lineage, where you've come from. And I love how this is like a cross-section of a tree trunk here. And it's like got a bullseye target, like bang smack in the middle. And this cross-section is just giving me like, when we want to age trees or find out how old they are, we cut through them and we sort of count and measure the rings. So it feels to me as, you know what it feels like? I've just got chills. You know what it feels like? This bit in the middle of this tree, like the glowing yellow and orange centre of this tree. To me, it feels like this Ace of Pentacles is a representation of your birthright. Of what it is that you have come here to this earth, in this journey, in the body that you are in, for you to manifest. Aces are new beginnings. Aces are opportunities. And it feels as though your ancestors are either reminding you of what it is that you came here to do. Like I said, I get like target, a target with this imagery here. Bullseye, aiming for the middle. So if you think of Sagittarian energy, that is depicted with, the half centaur, half man. It carries the bow and arrow. And I'm just getting like imagery of firing off an arrow and it's sort of hitting the centre of this bullseye here. So I'm picking up an energy that is speaking about your birthright, something that is owed to you, something that you agreed before you came here that you were going to pursue, you were going to move in the path of. Whether this is your purpose, I don't know how it's going to show up for you. Oh my God, I've just seen a spider. Oh my God, no, it's crawling up my wall. I hate this time of year. It's like September and, all the spiders come in the house because it's autumn. Oh my God, that's freaking me out. I don't want to have to kill it. It's wiggling its arse. Right, I'm going to look up the significance of spiders, the fact that it's shown up right now at the beginning of this reading. But as I was saying, it feels as though your ancestors are here to remind you of this birthright, or to sort of remind you to stay on target, to stay focused on whatever it is that you're building here. There's a new opportunity that you're either in the process of moving towards, that you've just started out at the forefront of. But there's a new, solid, stable foundation or beginning that is available to you. And it feels as though this beginning, no matter how it's sort of showing up in your life, it feels divinely guided. It feels divinely orchestrated. Just how that flipping spider has just shown up. But it's come from your ancestors. It's come from your ancestors. Like I say, the rings in that tree there. You are at the epicenter of your lineage, of your bloodline. And all of those rings, like I was saying, if you want to age that tree, then you count all of the rings. So it feels as though you're just being supported at this time to move towards whatever this birthright is. It's going to be different for everyone. But it's going to create stability for you. It's going to allow you to plant, like I say, new seeds that sprout into these solid trees in the future. But you've got to get moving. You've got to get moving. And we've got the Ace, the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands. And I love this energy because, again, it speaks about having that vision, or being a visionary, full of ideas. So for some of you, if you don't have this Ace yet, or you're not sure where to plant this seed, some sort of inspiration is going to come in for you. Some sort of epiphany, some sort of communication, whether it's from spirit, from source, from your guides, from your ancestors, since this is the Ancestral Voices reading, that is going to spark your passion, that's going to spark your creativity or your motivation to do something with this new beginning that's being presented or handed to you. Now, the Father of Wands is an action taker. Like I say, they're passionate, they're motivated, they're persuasive, they're strong. There's like a warrior energy. A warrior energy here. So these are all the qualities that you're going to have to, that you're going to have to step into, or allow yourself to become, for you to bring this manifestation into your reality. But all kings carry the energy of taking charge, of leadership, of authority, taking responsibility. So you're being asked at this time to master your vision, master an idea that you have. Because this idea, like I say, is on target. It's on target. It's going to lead you to more abundance than what you are currently even aware of. But it's going to require from you, like I say, your passion, your connection to something bigger than you. It's going to require you to step into your power. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the World. Major Arcana, the first major card. Oh, actually, no, we've got another one. I was going to say the only major Arcana card that we have. But this, to me, is destiny. It's fate. It's luck being on your side. But it's also you wrapping up and ending a karmic cycle. It gives me, like, similar energy to the Wheel of Fortune. Similar energy to the Wheel of Fortune in this instance. And this may be you having the vision to see beyond the cycle that you're currently in. It's like your destiny is on the other side of it. See, I'm getting Wheel of Fortune energy, and it's not the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is card number 10. The World card is card number 21. So it's like you're being asked to learn the lessons within the cycle that you're currently in, to close things out, to understand, like I say, that your success is on the other side of this. So close something out, understand what the lessons were in this cycle, and they may have something to do with you recognizing what your birthright is. your true worth and value, what you came here to accomplish, to achieve, what your purpose is, and having the confidence to move in that direction. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just seeing it, I know it's not, but it's just reminding me again of this snake like wrapped around itself. So there's something about you having the confidence, the strength, the perseverance. Like I said, this is a warrior energy for me. To close something out. Now the world is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn speaks about restriction, limitation, boundaries, time. We often call, like, Saturn Father Time. So it may be that this birthright energy has been held away from you, this new beginning, this new start, this stable, secure offer may have been held away from you or back from you until you stepped into this Father of Wands energy. Like I said, that warrior, seeing the vision, seeing what this birthright is, maybe even strengthening your spiritual connection to the spiritual world, to the 5D. Because we've got this information, this insight, these downloads that are coming in. So it almost feels as though this wasn't going to be presented to you until you'd made this connection. And this connection may, like I say, have heightened your awareness of what your birthright is, about where it is that you've come from, what it is that you've come here to do. But something's being highlighted to you right now. And it's like whatever is being highlighted is going to allow you to close a door on an old chapter. To close a door on an old chapter. Yeah, because the world card's 21, as I just said, and that reduces down to a 3. And 3s are that energy of like mind, body, soul connection, coming into harmony with yourself. It's also an energy of abundance, birth, creativity. It's linked to the Empress card in the traditional Rider-Waite. So there's something about here. Your love, whether it's self-love, your ability to love despite the circumstances that you're currently stood in. But this 3 ultimately is about growth. So, like I said, the universe, your ancestors require you to expand, to grow. Because there's something that you are required to achieve here. There's something that you're required to achieve. Then we move on to the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. I haven't gone through any of the energy. Ace of Pentacles, we've got Earth energy here. Father of Wands, we're looking at our fire signs. Specifically, in this case, the Father of Wands to me is Leo energy. Saturn, this card is ruled by Saturn, which is ruled by all of the fixed signs. So the fixed signs are... Oh my God, we've got Taurus, we have Scorpio, a Leo again, and Aquarian energy. Ooh, and it's so funny because Saturn is actually in Aquarius right now. I'm sure it's just on its way to going direct. I think it's currently retrograding through Aquarius, Saturn, at the moment. Yeah, I think this reading is kind of talking about when Saturn goes direct in Aquarius, it's like that's when you get the green light. That may be when you get this idea or you get this insight. Because Aquarius is actually co-ruled by Saturn. I don't know if many people talk about that, but Saturn rules Capricorn as well as Aquarius. And we get like a real push and pull energy when you think that Saturn rules Aquarius, because like I said, Aquarius is very restrictive, it's very boundary filled, it's very methodical in its approach. It's all about learning your lessons and disciplining yourself. It's about authority, it's about fear, self-control. And then Aquarian energy is like the complete opposite of that. So you may be currently sort of experiencing this push and pull within yourself at this time, whether you've got Saturn featured, heavily in your chart, or Aquarius energy. But I feel this is talking about the astrological stuff that's going on in the sky that we are all kind of affected by, regardless of our personal birth chart. But Aquarius energy is the humanitarian. It's ruled by, is it Uranus? Yeah, or Uranus, if that's how you want to say it. But then, like I say, the Saturn energy is very grounded, it's very earthy, whereas Uranus is air. And it speaks about change, it speaks about reform, looking forward, whereas Saturn will have you looking back at the past and looking at all the lessons that you need to learn and, you know, keeping you still. It's like it almost wants you to wrap a cycle up so that you can spring forward once Saturn in Aquarius goes direct. But it's all about discovery here. Using your intuition, seeking out your individual freedom from any circumstances that you're in. And I feel that is why this Ace of Pentacles has been restricted or held back from you. Because there was something for you to learn, some sort of insight that you were to get that's going to propel you forward over the next couple of weeks. I'm sure Saturn goes direct, I don't know, sometime in October. I'm not in front of my calendar. But Saturn goes direct in Aquarius sometime in, I think it's about October the 16th off the top of my head. Well, this is about you having a renewed sense of hope for your future as you close out this old cycle. And it almost feels like the renewed sense of hope is what this Knight of Cups is talking about. This is exciting emotional opportunities that are being presented. This is about movement, it's about change. It's all knights to me are on a mission. So it's like you then, as you close out a cycle, like I say, you're propelled forward to go on whatever this emotional mission is for you. I'm seeing this opening up of your heart here. And the fact that we have a swan on here is just giving me like the ugly duckling. So it may be that you've transformed into this beautiful swan, whether this is a perspective that you had of yourself. This is a reflection of your practical life circumstances. There's a blossoming, there's a growth, there's an evolution. There's a standing in your power. There's a self-esteem that you are developing. Like I say, nothing happens before its time. It almost feels as though if this opportunity was presented to you at any other point in time, you may not have been able to run with it because there were limitations, there were things that you needed to face, there were lessons that you needed to learn, there were things about yourself that you needed to be made aware of, maybe your power. That this is the right time for whatever this Ace of Pentacles opportunity is to actually come into your life. So I see this as an opening of your heart space, of your heart chakra. Like I said, an emotional mission that you're on, an emotional change that you're making, emotional opportunities that you're embracing, whether in work, whether in love, whether in other aspects of your personal world. It just feels as though, if you look at both of these cards, like all of the colours that are sort of these, I don't know what they are, like they look like shards of glass that are in this cup, on the Son of Cups. And if we have a look around this wheel, it's like we've got all of those colours of on the World card present in here. So it almost feels as though all of this burst of colour is the lessons that you learned on that previous cycle. So it's like you're taking it's not baggage, what's the word I'm looking for? You're taking like the essence of those experiences, you're taking the wisdom of the previous cycle, but you're not bringing any of the baggage with you because, like I say, your heart is open. There's forgiveness that has happened, whether it's for this previous cycle, because you understand it and you see it. Like I say, there's a growth, there's a harmony, there's a coming together of yourself here. So there is no reason for you to have resentment of the past. and you come out of the Saturn energy really having learnt your lesson, A, it humbles your ass, but B, it's like you see everything from a completely different perspective, and it's like you understand why everything unfolded the way that it did. And that is what allows you to forgive. That is what allows you to move forward with an open heart still, without that resentment, without the pain associated with whatever the previous cycle was. So for some of you, like I say, there needs to be some sort of healing that happens. I feel as though for those of you that get it, for those of you that do it, for those of you that are in the energy of, like I say, moving forward with an open heart, you're sort of skipping out the Hanged Man. That's how I feel. And you're moving on to this building of your empire. Like I say, we have the Ace of Pentacles, then we jump to the Three of Pentacles in the reversed. Now this is you not collaborating with anybody. So it feels as though whatever this ace is, whatever this birthright is, it's an independent solo dolo journey that you're on. You've got another number 3, which is that harmonizing of self here. So there's growth, there's building that you can do that make, you know, practical, tangible, material world choices, decisions, energy and effort into building something that is going to last, that's going to become your foundation, like I say, with that Holy Trinity here. But it doesn't require anybody outside of yourself. And for others of you that are listening to this and you're a bit like, yeah, well, it all sounds all airy-fairy, and I'm in the middle of this lesson and it feels like shit. I feel as though the Hanged Man energy is your energy. And this Hanged Man speaks about a need for a change of perspective. A search for enlightenment. Well, I wouldn't even say a search for it, because fucking hell, when you get into the Hanged Man position, it's never intentional. It's never intentional. And I don't know if when you're in it, you even know that you're in it either. Because it just feels like your eyes are going to be opened. I can just see the red glowing eyes of this bat here. And bats come out at night. They're nocturnal animals. So for those of you that are in the middle of your dark night of the soul, where all you can see around you is darkness, don't fear that. That is when you hone your vision. And that's exactly what this the King of Wands is. Like I said, he's a visionary. He sees what other people don't see. So if you're not in that energy, then you are getting there. You're developing your night vision. You're developing your ability to see in the dark. Yeah, you're developing your ability to see in the dark. And it's through the experiences that you're currently in. And don't fear the darkness. There's no need to fear the darkness. The darkness isn't anything to be scared of. It's not negative, it's not bad. We can have low vibrational people, low vibrational experiences, but the darkness itself is nothing to be feared. That's when we strengthen our ability to see. If we're always in like illuminated sunshine, your eyes have got, you know, they see everything. But it's when you're in the darkness that you begin to see things clearly, if that makes any sense. But there's enlightenment that can be gained here for those of you, like I say, that are either struggling with this process or you do not have the vision that you feel as though you need to close something out. You're not seeing what needs to be seen. You're not able to grasp what these lessons are. And this Hanged Man, like I said, speaks about that time out, being in that period of transition where you connect with your higher power. You connect with that higher consciousness, your guides, your ancestors. And they will help you, like I say, whether it's see these lessons, get a grasp on these lessons, for you to develop, like I say, your sight, your third eye, your connection to source, to spirit, where you can use your mind instead of your mind using you. Hanged Man again is card number 12, which reduces down to a 3. We've got so many 3s in this reading. 3, 3, 3. And 2 court cards and an ace. So for you to embrace this new beginning, for you to close something out, like I'm saying, this holy trinity, whatever that is going to be for you, mind, body, soul, divine masculine, divine feminine, inner child, your higher self, your lower self, you know, your light, your shadow, however you're going to combine those elements and aspects that make you you. But the outcome is that you don't need anybody else. You're not looking to collaborate, to join your energy with another. And it's great when we do, and we want to be involved in group activities, and we want to, you know, share our passions with others. But it should always be a choice. It should never be because, you know, you feel as though you have to, or you're unable to navigate difficult terrain without other people, or that you're not going to reach the peak of whatever mountain it is that you're facing on your own, because you will. And that's why this is in the reversed position. Collaboration becomes a choice rather than a necessity. You invite people that are of the same vibration to help you get to your goal, but you're not looking to cling on to or to grasp onto anybody else in your vicinity. Oh, wow. And then we've got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So as I was saying about this independent building of your life, of your empire, because the three is ruled by the Empress, and the Empress rules over an empire. I love how we've got the three energy in here, and not the Emperor energy, and that's got nothing to do with your, you know, your gender. But the Empress energy is what I feel the world really needs at the minute. Whether you're male or female, there's a healing of the inner feminine, the divine feminine within all of us that needs to happen here, or that your ancestors are encouraging you to move towards. But as I said, the Nine of Cups is your independent happiness. It's you having walked away from a situation that wasn't emotionally fulfilling, that you may have invested in, and you're now seeking out your ninth cup. It's emotional contentment, it's emotional freedom, emotional, you know, emotional lessons that have been learned. You know now what it is that you were missing. You know now what it is that's going to make you happy. And you've achieved that. You've met some sort of requirement. You're seeing the results for the hard work that you've done, for the growth that you've done, for closing out cycles, for moving forward, for being this visionary, for standing in your power, for being confident. All of that is rewarded. And that's exactly what this Nine of Cups is speaking about at the bottom of the deck. The rewards will come for those of you that do the work. Wow. Right, okay. Let's grab some of these. Let's grab... This is the Energy Oracle. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we've got. 47, the Thinking Woman. Then we've got the Garden and the Gate. Card number 30. Again, another number 3. Right, okay. We've got the Angel of Balance. Card number 48. And then we have Attachment. Yeah, this is exactly kind of everything that I just said. Kind of everything that I just said. There's a transformation here that is wanting to happen, that is going to require you to connect with your higher self, your intelligence, your deep thought. And it almost feels like when you connect to your mind, your intellectual capacity, you're going to see clearly, you're going to have that shift in perspective, as I was talking about with the Hanged Man, about where you've been fencing yourself in, where you've been limiting your growth, where you've been limiting your potential, not allowing yourself to access everything that is actually available to you. I get kind of like Eight of Swords energy from this, even though the card itself is beautiful and lush and fruitful looking. It's like she's looking out beyond that gate. There's butterflies in the air, which is speaking of transformation. And as beautiful as it is where she stood, she feels as though she's a prisoner, as though she's trapped in, that she can't venture outside of that. So you're being encouraged to have the confidence to close a cycle out and allow yourself to grow. And it feels like the stepping outside of that gate, the closing of this cycle, is what's going to restore a level of balance. And we've got another number 12. We add the 8 and the 4. So we've got another number 3. So many 3s in this reading. It's like the 5th one now. So 3, Empress energy, again, it's massive in this. So it's a balancing of our masculine and feminine energy. Like I said, it's a balancing of the light and the dark. It's a harmonizing of ourself. It's us having a choice or a decision to make, understanding that we are beings of duality, and that balance point is the sweet spot that we're all aiming for. We don't want to be leaning too heavily in either direction. We want to be teetering that thin line of balance. And as I was talking about with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position, about not feeling as though you've got to build with people or attach yourself to challenging situations or to conflicting situations, or limiting your ability to grow again, or positions that make you feel unstable. It's you seeing the truth of the matter, having the enlightenment and the wisdom to know that you can go it alone. And like I said, that isn't forever. But it is releasing the need, like I say, to cling on to others, to attach yourself to others. And it's only from that position of being in the dark, by being unenlightened, that we do that. Because like I say, when we're unenlightened, then we're inadvertently, whether we know it or not, we're wearing a mask. We're not being authentically our true self. Then we attach ourselves to other people that wear masks, or other people that can't see in the dark, to other people that are withheld in a bid for some sort of illusion of collaboration or community or a group of some kind. But you're being encouraged to look at those challenging group situations or attachments that you have, and to release yourself from them, because that may be part of the lesson, that may be part of the, like I said, what you're closing out, what you're moving away from, is what has been restricting, or what's been causing you to not be all that you can actually be. Hoi, right, okay, let's get some of these angel answers. I think I've been talking for ages, so let's wrap this reading up. But that was so clear, and Empress energy is all the way through this reading. All the way through this reading. So you may want to look up the Empress, do some research on that Empress energy, or the numerology of the number 3 may be important for you. Whoa, at this time. Any final advice and guidance for the collective? Any final advice and guidance? And we have reconsider. Reconsider. Right, okay, let's keep going. Any more advice and guidance? Reconsider success. Yeah, I want one more. Why are we... Oh my god, no. We had an avalanche. There's one in my lap. Let me get that one. We have be assertive within the next few months underneath that. So, yes. Like I said, there is something that you are being encouraged to reconsider here. And to me, like I say, it's what is holding you back, what is holding you in, what is stopping your transformation. Because there's a need for you to speak up about something. And before you speak up, before you're able to possibly be assertive, whether this is in a group situation, a family situation, a relationship situation, a work situation, however, that you may need to be able, or you may have to close a cycle out, or you may have to gain this changed perspective, see things differently, see in the dark, balance yourself out, see what you're tied to in an unhealthy way, or what you're working towards that you are bound by in an unhealthy way here. And then speak your truth. Speak your truth, because it's like the reconsider card, she's got this massive sword here. So I get similar swords energy, communication energy from that. So don't hold anything in if it needs to be said. Think about it, speak about it, assert yourself, and that is going to lead to your success. So some of you, like I said, this reconsider has got something to do with, like I say, penning yourself in here, or allowing yourself to just be up in your head. There's something that needs to be mastered, and it's this growth energy that is running the whole way through this reading. Right, I'm going to leave that there, because I feel like that was long. I feel like it was long, but I also feel that it was such a beautiful and very, very profound message. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope this helped. I hope you managed to get something from this. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.